Welcome back to another episode of Stronger Nurse Universe. We're going to talk about either are you a forever employee or a nurse entrepreneur? Advanced degree versus entrepreneurship. What's the best choice for nurses? Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates. What do all these wealthy billionaires have in common? However, look a little bit deeper and you find a common thread that lies at the secret of their outstanding accomplishments and success. A passion for serial entrepreneurship. Bill Gates, Microsoft, Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett. I want to be a successful entrepreneur just like these guys. But apparently there's a book called Outliers that tells me that possibility is very slim for me. Anyway, usually many nurses ask if they should seek a path in entrepreneurship or stay at the bedside. I mean, we all can't be business owners, or can we? I'd let you in on my thoughts about this by sharing another one of my epic travel nurse stories. One day, I was walking down the hallway of my old unit when I spotted a very familiar face. It's like, do I know you? It was a nurse that I worked with while on assignment in the intensive care unit 9 months ago. I was like, what's up? When I first met him, he was excited and gleeful, telling me about how proud he was to get accepted into CRNA school. In case you're not a nurse and you're watching this, to most nurses, receiving a CRNA admission is practically the equivalent of getting your first Grammy-nominated single in the nursing world. I mean, like, it's better than a Daisy Award, better than a Daisy nomination. CRNA is like the ultimate creme de la creme of nursing. Now, as far as my coworker, I distinctly remember this conversation we had about him getting into CRNA school that 9 months ago because he was so excited to fill me in on how starting CRNA school was the best decision that he could possibly make for his professional and financial future. I can still picture the confidence in his eyes as he made his best car salesman impression to me, preaching to me the need to reconsider my decision to charter a course, in entrepreneurship for the more tested and trusted waters of further education. I'm not convinced. Sorry. According to him, starting the Stronger Nurse brand with a matching streetwear clothing line, I needed to be more realistic, is what he said. Since respectable nurses ideally pursue a postdoctorate degree before seeking increased opportunities as a professional nurse. His sales pitch was so convincing that I did, in fact, begin to reconsider. That I reconsidered my path of entrepreneurship in exchange for going to school to be a CRNA. I calculated out the entire plan. I even have the blueprint with all the action steps I needed to take to hop on the bandwagon and get my own shot at the nursing version of a Grammy Award. My goal in this plan was to save $300,000 to return back to school to get my CRNA and a doctorate. And I'm stunned, literally stunned, to find this student CRNA enduring 60-hour work weeks while floating. He was barely managing to earn $4,000 a week after tax. What are you doing traveling as a bedside nurse? This information was important to me because due to the rigorous and time-consuming nature of the courses, he responded, this was his response, that he intends to continue simultaneously, which means at the same time, working as a travel nurse while attending CRNA school. An idea that's pretty much unheard of. When will he find time to study? Why was he putting himself through all that stress when you can just take out student loans and leave the rest of your time to study and pay that shit off later? Your guess is as good as mine. Question 2. Did you take out student loans or are you paying as you go? I mean, because that's the reason why my goal was to save $300,000 over 10 years instead of taking out the loans. But you can take out the loans and save enough money and pay as you go. So they could save up enough money to is usually about $100,000 to survive while being educated. So I decided to investigate if he had explored the option of student loans or if he was following a pay-as-you-go model. His response, he turned and looked at me with an intense stare and pulled a quote straight from the movie Coming Out of America. He said,
I don't give a damn who you are. This is America, Jack.
This America, Jack. A comeback that got me howling till I fell out of my chair. I love my coworkers. According to him, he has taken out $100,000 in student loans already and was planning to take out even more money while working as a travel nurse in California. Why? Question 3. Legitimate questions. So how are things going? Please answer me this. Whenever I ask questions, people tend to tell me the truth. For some reason, something about me makes people just open up like a faucet and pour out all their thoughts in torrent. So, after working my black girl magic, he decided to be completely honest. He told me how he regretted his decision to go to CRNA school. If you know anything about me, you know I'm totally pro-entrepreneurship, and I've spoken many times about the need for nurses to build wealth by pursuing this path, entrepreneurship. But to hear my thoughts finally validated and confirmed by someone who has told the advanced degree route and spent a lot of money in the process doing so has further strengthened my conviction. I believe that pursuing entrepreneurship over graduate school is a much better path to building wealth and creating lasting fulfillment. If you were ever curious about why my colleague grew disdain for his educational program, I share them with you. These were his responses. Number 1, hospital culture. As far as he was concerned, he felt trapped. Boy, do I know what that shit feels like. I feel trapped every single day I go to work. I literally feel suffocated. So I understand how he felt trapped. Sadly, he realized the unfortunate truth. Burnout doesn't disappear just because you change specialties or get a higher education. Number 2, being an employee in the hospital setting, it sucks. Second was the fact that working in the hospital felt like a high effort, low reward activity. Despite the gruesome long hours and backbreaking responsibilities, your rates are still dictated by what the market or insurance companies are literally willing to pay. And of course, they certainly aren't willing to pay a lot. So even though you think that I got this advanced skill, I've got this degree, I'm worth a lot more money, it is literally based off market rates and conditions of what they are willing to reimburse for your services. So you never told yourself, you sold yourself. But when you get them advanced practice degrees, your rates are literally dictated by what they say you are worth. Those damn fluorescent lights. Number 3, especially when you work at night. Oh my God. I could feel the pain when he talked about the hours spent inside the hospital without fresh air and sunshine. I gotta get away. I literally escape. Every break that I get, I go outside. Every break that I get, I go get some sunshine. I can't take it. I'm sure you'd agree that we all need a degree of regular exposure to nature for our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. However, guess who's forced to exchange the glow of natural sunlight and the smell of roses for sparkling glass tubes and the trailing scent of antiseptic laced with a tint of, is that a fruity aroma I smell from artificial cleansers? You know, I wouldn't be surprised that some of the illnesses that we suffer from are not from some of the chemicals and the lights that we are institutionalized in. We are trapped under for years. Number 4, medical doctors get paid more money for the same job as the CRNA. Isn't this just the highlight of our jobs? We work just as hard and sometimes even harder and don't get paid as much as doctors. Where's the money that comes with the respect. My friend was tired of having to prove his value every day he walked through the hospital doors. And I know you tired of it just like I am. I'm tired of people telling me, I just respect what you do. I just value you so much, but I don't see it in my paycheck. At the end of his rant, he told me he realized that working in a clinical setting for the rest of his professional career would be pure torture. He would have much rather saved the $100,000 and invested it in a business concept that he is trading his time for money. I patiently listened to him. And when it was my turn to speak, I explained how certified minority or women's-owned small businesses have access to billions. Yes, that's true. I also told him about how I was developing a blueprint for my coaching services, strongernurse Millionaires. It's actually a program called Exit Strong. By networking with professionals and mentor entrepreneurs and real estate investors who decided to go the CRNA route. I invested my travel nursing money into building the Stronger Nurse brand. With the help of a financial coach, a business coach, a real estate coach, and a YouTube coach. And you know what's the best part? All of these coaches cost less than a doctoral degree. I won't get anything less than that. Here's the thing. The investments that I've made in myself will eventually pay compounding. Remember, compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. So, the investments that I have made in myself will eventually pay compounding dividends that I'll earn exponentially more money for my creative talents, okay, and have more time and energy to do whatever I want. There's no better way to work if you ask me. For example, I have an entire plan that I am working on of how I plan on living my life after the next 10 years. Like facts, okay? I went and bought travel magazines, and I have a scrapbook that I'm starting so I can start listing out all the places in the world I want to go to. Now, I am Black Girl Magic, but none of what I'm doing is magic. I've built my life around my passion for entrepreneurship and seeing a new generation of nurses in control of their lives can exit strong. That's the goal. In my next series of videos, I will show you concrete steps you can take to literally transform your finances and become a better version of yourself, a stronger nurse. Thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel, Stronger Nurse Universe. Go ahead and click that subscribe. Yes! And check out my other videos here. I will see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye!